Hi everybody, just an update, and I've given the boat a name. I've called it Tina. Looking quite good now. Put it on the trailer so I know whose boat it is. Put a few bits on, namely this adjustable auxiliary mount for the outboard. We've got a 3.5 horsepower Tohatsu to go on here, and I've also put the transducer for the fish finder. We've got to put it on with Velcro so I can take it on and off. I don't know whether it'll hold or not, but we'll see how it goes. Seems quite firm. Put some cleats on the inside here. I've put 4 of those on. The only thing we're not happy with is this. My son tried this out and he's quite athletic, and he found it really difficult. He said you put one foot on and where do you put your other foot? It's quite awkward, I think. So I don't think it's quite wide enough, that's the problem. Never mind, not the end of the world, but we're not that happy with that. I'll put a strap on the fuel tank, stop it flying about, and I've got some star bill to treat the fuel. At the moment I'm using E10, but once it's treated it should be okay. So that's where we're at, and I've put the iPad in. I'll show you that in a second. I'll just stop the video while I climb in. That's it. So we've got the Garmin in, fish finder, and that seems to be working all right. There's some transducers fitted. I've got the iPad on with Savi Navi. I think it's quite good. I got this idea from Phil at Another Angle. He's got plenty of good, useful YouTube videos and some nice fishing videos. And I'm using the Savi Navi in conjunction with the Garmin GoPro. So of course this looks for its satellite connection when you're outside of phone mast, really. So when you're out of range of a phone mast, that unit will pick it up from satellite, and then you've got a connection. I think Phil said the difference between Savi Navi and Navionics is that you have to update Navionics, whereas Savi Navi here updates itself, but it's considerably more expensive, really. It's about 90 odd quid a year as opposed to 38. But I think I would have been alright with Navionics, saved myself a few quid, but this is quite good. If you go to the menu on the left, you've got help and tips here. So it tells you how to get started, getting the weather forecast, tide information, routing features, route adjustment, view layers, departure planning, obviously with the weather, 3D charts, and using AIS, which is quite a handy feature. You can contact for marinas and anchorages, buoy details, measure distance, offline charts, preview routes, and save markers where you know, if you're finding fish somewhere, you can mark it on here. So I think that's quite good, and it's very useful when you select one. Let's say measure distance, for example, comes up with a little video and you can hear it. It's telling you what to do. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but it's quite good. It's all there. Close that one. And for example, marinas and anchorages, it shows them all around, and you can press on it and it gives you all the contact information, etc. Like that. It shows you pictures, telephone numbers. I don't know whether you can hear her, but you get the idea. It's pretty cool. Turn that off. Those are tips. You press start to use it. So I think the AIS is connected. Let's try and look at one of these. So that's Ball Bay Cargo. He's travelling at 8.8 knots. So the AIS works. It's quite useful. It's showing my location, which is close to the Humber. I'm more or less on the river, but not quite. So yeah, it's going well. And I've done a few other bits and pieces. I bought some of this non-slip matting, and I've managed to put it in there and all around. I put a bit on this board, so if anybody stands on it, they won't slip. I've chucked a bit in the back there. But as I say, my next job, I need to treat the fuel. That's a little fuel can that came, 5 litre can that came with the outboard. So I think this star bill is 8 millilitres to 5 litres of fuel. So what it does, it's not alcohol based. It actually breaks down the moisture molecules into very small particles, and then they get burnt out through the motor, so you don't have a lot of water in your fuel type thing. Because I'm using E10 at the moment. I'm hoping that when I treat the fuel, that'll be alright. I've managed to get a hold of a few second-hand life jackets. I've got one there with a gas bottle, and I've got 2 new ones here. And as I showed you before, I've got my fire extinguisher in there. I've just bought one of those builder's buckets, you know, the rubble buckets for moving rubble, just to put the anchor stuff in. And yeah, I've got the GoPro plugged into the little board here, which is working fine. And that's the lights and everything, so it's alright, looking good. I'm quite happy. Of course, anybody's got any comments, any useful things to say, I'm always I'm all ears. Anything that's would help, I don't mind, any advice. Thanks a lot. And that's about it, guys, at the moment. So the next one, the next video will be when we take it to, I'm taking it to Hornsey, to the boat launch, and the boat's going to stay there and give me a bit more room down the side of the house, and they launch it for you for 20 quid. And I'm sure the next video, Matt and my son and I will be taking the boat out, see how it goes, do some trials with it, try the motors out. I need to run in the 3.5 horsepower Tohatsu, and I'll just show you that at the end of the video, just a quick preview of it. Quite nice. Now they've got 2 carry handles and easy to handle. So that's about it for now, so I'll see you in another one. All the best, take care, look after yourselves, bye for now. And one thing this model does have, it has 2 carry handles, look. One at the back and one at the front. So that makes it easy to transport. Look, that's the other handle. That's pretty good. Yeah, it looks nice actually. Yeah, well pleased with that. I'm going to try and get it on the back of the boat somewhere, and we'll give it a run later.